Yeah, you know what I was thinking about is it's real easy to get caught up in your own brain rhetoric, your own bullshit that just goes on in there, just keeps telling you, keep giving you the same messages, and the messages are, limiting thoughts. It convinces you that others are out to get you, they're out to hurt you, nobody's got your back and stuff like that. And it's important to pull out of that, like recognize it, recognize that energy, and then pull back from it and take that and start looking at other perspectives, start broadening that perspective. It's not about the other person, it's about you. It's about you owning your own stuff. There's nothing that you need to do to empower yourself by shutting others down. Everything you need in your own power is in you already. It is waking that up inside of you. And it is a process because it has to do with deprogramming. The programming has been very all-consuming mind control of people's brains. And so it's a way that you've been taught. So it is basically like the whole world has been living in a cult, and we've all been indoctrinated with a certain way of thinking. And in order to break free from that, you have to question your own thought process. You have to question, how and why you think certain things. If you have repeating things going on with people, you start pulling back from it. Start looking at it as seeing that you just need to pull back that energy. Don't give them that energy. Pull it back. Own yourself. Own your own energy. And so if you're sitting there thinking, this person doesn't care about me, that person doesn't care about me, probably it's the messaging that's going on. It's the broken rhetoric that's in your head. It's quieting that stuff down. It's getting control of the out of control thoughts. And don't forget, they're all being accentuated. Is that the word? Accentuated with emotions. So they're making it much more intense. Makes it a lot more like feel a lot more. Okay, my hair is bugging me. Sorry, it's super heavy too. I put it up to wash my face, because I put on all those oils and stuff on my face, and it will get in my hair so much. So I had it up, and then it was on pretty tight. I was like, I'll just leave it up. But, when I start talking, it starts like wiggling and moving back further. My hair's heavy. Okay, so anyways, it is to break free from that kind of rhetoric. It is a lot about silencing those thought patterns and breaking free from those systems of, one thing is you give so much of your own power away if you think someone else can fix something for you. Nobody else can fix anything for you. You can only fix things for yourself. And so if you think that you think that family members or something are out to get you, then you need to take your own power back, Just remove yourself from the situation. Don't go in and fight with people. Don't go in and, create more hostile environment. Just pull yourself back out of it. Stay centered and, don't be convinced by other people's views of you. That's the being centered. Even if somebody else has a bad opinion of you, don't let that affect you. Stay centered in your own knowing of yourself and your own truth. And stay focused on, especially if you're on this journey about, self-discovery, enlightenment, and trying to heal. It's super important because you will meet people in all different resonance of frequency. So not everybody will be at your level. You'll be at different levels at different times. And you will go through certain things that other people won't understand at all. So you can't get caught up. Like, there's so many people who start going through their awakening and people start calling them crazy and think something's wrong with them and stuff like that. That is where, you know, you have to stay centered. Don't be like, oh, I've got to go please them. That's part of the paradigms that we're trying to break. I've got to please them. Let's codependent, you know, I'll do this, you do that. So I'll give up myself. I'll be the way you want. So will you be the way I want? You know, like this unwritten codependent existence that has been created for us. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy for your soul. And, you know, once you start focusing on your soul and you know, it's like kind of like, so when you go through your healing process, like, everybody will be a little bit different, you know, so you can't just say, like, you know, there's the total template. This is what's going to happen. It isn't like that. We're all on different things. We're all healing different things. So we're going to go through different things, you know, and recognizing the opportunities that are given to you by the universe. And when something happens with somebody, that's you know, one of those little golden jewels. So you take that time to think about that and heal whatever you're going through with that. You know, just look at it deeper. But in the whole thing with healing, you'll go through different steps. And for me, it was the dark night, and it was a lot of stuff, because I first, when I got my brain injury, I had to go through a huge amount of loss. It was the loss of my whole idea of what my future was going to be, all my physical, material things, my identity as a nurse, all my friends, you know, everything was just, you know, flipped upside down. And then you have to, like, try and get your shit together, you know, you got to put that back together. And me being whatever codependent kind of person, like, somebody fix it for me, got into another bad marriage, and that blew up. Well, when that blew up, that is when it put me into that thing called the dark night of the soul. And the dark night of the soul, that's when you face the dark sides of yourself, the sides that you don't want to see about yourself. And it can be super traumatic, because everybody wants to think they're the good guy. It's always somebody else. But when you have to go in and you have to see, like, fuck, I'm a bad guy for some people, you know. Some people can't handle it. That you know, people commit suicide over it, you know. But it's a soul's healing process. So it's not there to punish you or make you want to kill yourself. It's there so you can know yourself, accept yourself, and then love yourself. So once you go through that process, then there's another part of the process, and that's rebuilding yourself, getting to know yourself, understanding yourself in a new way, the things that you didn't like about yourself, recognizing, you know, what those are, and if you want to change them, or, you know, it's however you feel about yourself, you start to gain new perspective on yourself. So it's very cleansing. And I see that whole thing is how you raise your vibration. It's that releasing all of that stuff that holds you back, man. That is what you start feeling, just buoyant. Things just don't bother you. The more you center, the more you love yourself, the more others can't wound you. So, and you won't get so caught up in the, you know, the ridiculous dramas that go on around. So, you know, and there's so much of it right now. I mean, we're going through a very, very trying time in humanity, and this is huge for mankind. And this whole ascension process, the transition from one age to the next, leaving this such a toxic age of control and tyranny, and now seeing the manipulation, the mind control and stuff, seeing that we were being ruled by a beast, you know, breaking free from all of that, where so many people are still so stuck in the mind control, but breaking free from all of that, and then moving towards your sovereignty and your understanding of what is important, like your priorities, your integrity, your ethics, like, you know, of those kinds of things, of like who you really are, you know, not who you tried to be to fit into this crazy world. A lot of people have been, you know, strange characters. that they wish that they weren't, and they wish that they understood things more. It doesn't matter. You let go of that character. The character, it was only the costume you needed to wear during that time. Now you get a whole new opportunity to dress yourself up however you want. So no matter who or what you were before, this transition is to teach you, to help you to let go, to see yourself. Because in loving yourself, it helps you to learn how to love others and accept others, not judge others, not put your needs onto others, not expect others to fulfill you. It is a complete that's the sovereignty. That is the feeling whole and feeling empowered, not a feeling fragile. Most of us have gone through our whole lives feeling very fragile. Like somebody could give you a dirty look and, go home and cry about it. Call your friends like, this person, I don't even know them. They gave me a dirty look. Blah. It's like, maybe that person was just having a bad day, but we take it on, oh, it's me. Oh, like we're the most important thing in the whole wide world. And everyone's noticing us. Nobody has their own problems. It's only us. Yeah. So, it is so much of releasing these kind of ideals that, it helps you to get to that point where, I can walk past somebody and they can look at me. I don't give a shit. Look at me however you want. I'm sorry if you're having a bad day, but if your sneer is to me personally, I feel sorry for you. So I send you blessings. Blessings, my child. That's how you got to just go through life, like don't take it personally. A person doesn't know you. They're obviously, whatever their judgment is, has nothing to do with you. It's inside of them. So that is why there's so much beauty. There's so much relief when you get to that point of really purely just loving yourself. It's not, the thing is people think of that as an egotistical kind of thing, but really it is a breaking down the ego to get there. You can't get there without breaking down the ego. So it's completely the opposite. It is loving yourself with the purity that you would love anybody. The purity you would love your family, your parents, your kids, your dog, whoever. Different people have different relationships with different things that they feel the most love for, So wherever you feel that love, your most love that you can express, when you can express that back to yourself and just hold yourself with that same pure love, it encases you. It's not penetratable. Other people's views of you doesn't matter. It's just their view. It's just their perspective, We can't do anything about other people's perspective. Everyone's going through their own stuff. So, the more that you can, if you're going around feeling sad and wounded and stuff like that, just don't think it's them. Don't think, it's just these mean people. No, go in. Think about, what am I putting out there? And how can I pull back in and center myself so I'm not affected by these other people and their energy and what's going on with them, So there's just so much healing about it. And this is this beautiful time the universe is giving you. It's holding up a mirror for so many people. It is, sparking that little God particle inside of them, that there's something more out there. It's this new journey, it's this new search, it's this new self-fulfillment, new self-love. We're just moving so much into this time that is about self, but not in that selfish way, but in a way of loving yourself. Because really, it is when you can love yourself to that pure energy, then you can spread that love to everybody. You don't need them to love you. You can love them freely. So anyways, that's kind of like how I see the world. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.